Taylor series expansion of the function f of z. So the formula for the expansion is, if f of z is analytic at a point z equal to a, then we can expand f of z as sum of these elements, f of a plus f dash of a into z minus a divided by 1 factorial and so on. So this expression contains infinite number of terms, but their addition should be a function f of z. So you must know, you can use Taylor expansion in a analytic. The function should be analytic at that point, then only it is possible to expand this Taylor's series. Is most important, right? So by using this formula, I am going to expand two problems. So problem number 1, expand f of z equal to 1 by z about z equal to 2 by Taylor series expansion, right? So here I am going to use two methods. I am going to expand by using two methods. So first one is, I am going to apply the formula. So given that solution, so f of z is 1 by z at a point z equal to 2, right? The consecutively I am going to find out their derivative, and I am going to apply that point in that derivative. I am going to find out the particular value, right? So f of z equal to 1 by z, if you substitute z equal to 2, you may get f of 2 equal to 1 by 2. So what is the differentiation? So if you want to differentiate 1 by z with respect to z, you can use this formula. I am going to use d by dx of x power n. The differentiation of x power n is n into x power n minus 1. I am going to apply this formula, right? So if you want to use this formula better, you can rewrite this term as z power minus 1. Now you can differentiate. So from that you may get f dash of z equal to minus z power minus 2 minus z power minus 2. So from this derivative, try to find out f dash of 2. From that you may get minus 2 power minus 2 equal to minus 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4. Next one is f double dash. So f double dash, again try to differentiate. So from that you may get minus of minus 2 z power minus 3, which is equal to 2 z power minus 3. So here I am going to substitute f double dash of 2. I am going to take z equal to 2 in this derivative. From that you may get 2 into divided, I think 2 power minus 3, I am going to write 2 power 3. 2 power 3. You can cancel this term. If you cancel, you make it 1 by 4. 1 by 4. So similarly you must find at least 3 derivative, right? Now I am going to apply this derivative in this expression. So by using this formula, you may get 1 by z equal to f of a, that means f of 2 plus f dash of 2 z minus 2 divided by 1 factorial plus f double dash of 2 z minus 2 whole square divided by 2 factorial and so on, right? So now try to substitute the remaining. We have already find that values, you can substitute. So you make it f of 2 is nothing but 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 plus minus 1 by 4. The 1 factorial is equal to 1. So no need to multiply here. Z minus 2 plus, if you substitute f double dash of 2 is 4, you make it 1 by 4 into 2 factorial. 2 factorial is equal to 2, right? So 4 into 2, 8. So 1 by 8 Z minus 2 whole square and so on. So here, after substituting, better you can write like this. So here no need to expand further. Suppose if you expand further, you make it the original term 1 by z, right? So they are asking expansion of this function about z equal to, that means you have to write this function in powers of, in terms of z minus 2. This is the meaning. This is the meaning. So for that, better you can keep this term as z minus 2 whole square like this. So no need to expand these terms, right? So please keep in mind. Suppose instead of z equal to 2, they are asking z equal to 1 means. So try to write this expression in terms of z minus 1, z minus 1 whole square, or z minus 3 whole square like this. Try to write this expansion, right? So already you can easily understand. Next one is, by using the same function, I am going to use different methodology to expand this expansion, right? Without using this formula. Without using this formula, I am going to expand this function about z equal to 2, right? So it is first method. You can use which one is easy, you can use that method, right? So second method, second method. So what is given? F of z equal to 1 by z, right? Our aim is, I am going to expand this function in terms of z minus 2. So for that, now I am going to subtract and add 2 in the original function, right? So from that, I am going to rewrite 1 by 2 plus z minus 2. 1 plus z minus 2. I think I have rewritten like this, but the value is not changed. If you include some terms, if you add, you must subtract. The value should be equal. So that's why if I have subtracted 2, that's why I have added 2. If I cancel these two terms, you make it the original term. So like that, you have to add and subtract, right? So here I am going to take, so before that, now I am going to apply the binomial expansion. So the binomial expansion formula is 1 plus x whole power minus 1. That means the expansion for this expression is 1 minus x plus x square minus x cube plus and so on. If modulus x less than 1, if the value of x between minus 1 to plus 1 the formula is applicable, right? So I am going to use that expansion here, right? So if you want to use this expansion, you have to make the first term, it's going to be 1. So for that I am going to take 2 as a common term in the denominator. If you take 2 as a common term in the denominator, you can get 1 plus z minus 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2 I am going to shift this term to numerator. You may get 1 plus z minus 2 divided by 2 minus 1. Now I am going to, I think z minus 2 divided by 2 should be less than 1. So for that, now I am going to apply this formula. So if you apply, you may get 1 by 2. If you take this value should be x. So you can substitute, you may get 1 minus z minus 2 divided by 2 plus z minus 2 divided by 2 whole square minus and so on. If you multiply 1 by 2 inside the close bracket, you may get 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4 z minus 2 plus 1 by 8 z minus 2 whole square and so on. So this is the expansion of 1 by z at z equal to 2, right? So do you understand? So this term must be less than 1. That's why I have used this formula, right? Next one. I am going to apply the another formula. So expand. Second problem. Expand f of z plus 1 divided by z minus 3 z minus 4 about z equal to 2, and also find the region of convergence, and also find region of convergence. Region of convergence. Right. Solution. So now I am going to find singular point of this expression. So already you are familiar to expand this function about z equal to 2. So definitely you can say the point z equal to 2 is analytic. The function is analytic at z equal to 2, right? But you have to find out the region of integration is most important. So what is the meaning for region of integration? So before that, try to find the singular point of this function. So what is the singular point? The singular point is z minus 3, z minus 4 equal to 0. If you equate, you may get z equal to 3 and z equal to 4. Alright? Suppose you can try to plot this point in a complex plane. So 2 and 3, if you plot, you may get, I think this point is coming here. So they are asking expand this function about z equal to 2. So for that, suppose if you want to find the region of convergence, it is nothing but if you want to draw the circle, close the circle as the center is 2, inside this closed circle the function should be analytic. So like this, try to draw the circle here. You have to take z equal to 2 as a center. So how to draw the circle? It's simple. So you can make the distance between 2 to 3. What is the distance? At least this is 1. So for that, please try to draw the circle. So here 3 is not included in this circle. It's most important, right? So I have drawn a circle of center 2, 0 of and radius 1. So in this circle the function is analytic everywhere. So this circle is called a region of convergence. So in mathematically I am going to represent modulus z minus 2 less than 1. The 1 is not included, only inside the region. Inside the region. So this is called a region of convergent. Region of convergent. Right? So next one is, if you want to expand this function, you must write a sum of two fractions. That fraction contain the new denominator should be a single factor. Then only you can apply binomial expansion. So for that I am going to use partial fraction. Right? So what is a partial fraction? Z plus 1, Z minus 3, Z minus 4 equal to, I am going to take A by Z minus 3 plus B by Z minus 4. If you want to find A, I am going to take the left hand side entirely except Z minus 3. So Z plus 1, Z minus 4. After that you have to substitute Z equal to, here if you substitute 3 as, if you substitute Z equal to 3, you may get this factor is going to be 0. So that thing I am going to substitute here. If you substitute, you may get 4 by minus 1 minus 4. Similarly, try to find out B also. B is nothing but Z plus 1, Z minus 3, Z equal to 4. So 5 by 1 equal to 5. Now you can rewrite f of z as minus 4 into 1 by z minus 3 plus 5 by z minus 4. 5 by z minus 4. So now I am going to apply the corresponding theorem. Right. So here I am going to write so I am going to expand this function as in terms of in powers of z minus 2. So for that I am going to rewrite 4 into 1 by, I am going to split minus 3 as z minus 2 minus 1. Z minus 2 minus 1. Next one is 5 by z minus 2 minus 2. So without changing the value, try to split like this, which is equal to minus 4. If you take minus 1, I am going to put one close bracket. Now I am going to take, if you want to use 1 minus x whole power minus 1 formula, that term should be start with 1. So for that I am going to take minus 1 in the denominator. So from that I am going to get minus of 1 minus z minus 2. Similarly, in the second example, second factor, I am going to take minus 2 as a common term. So 5 by minus 2, if you take minus 2 as a common term, you may get 1 minus z minus 2 divided by 2, right? So I have multiplied minus here, right? So I am going to rewrite 4 into 1 minus into minus plus, so z minus 2 whole power minus 1. If you shift this term to numerator, you may put power minus 1. Similarly, minus 5 by 2, 1 minus z minus 2 whole divided by 2 whole power minus 1. Right? Now you can apply, because so z minus 2 we are expanding at z equal to 2. Suppose you may get z minus 2 is going to be 0. Z minus 2 is going to be 0. So for that you can use this formula, that means 1 minus x whole power minus 1 equal to 1 plus x square and so on. So instead of x you can substitute z minus 2. Similarly, because z minus 2 is equal to 0, z by 2 is also equal to 0. That value lies between minus 1 to plus 1. That means z minus 2 also lies between minus 1 to, because this value is 0 I have taken, right? So for that you can expand. After expanding you may get 4 into 1 plus z minus 2 plus z minus 2 whole square and so on, right? Minus 5 by 2, if you expand the second term you may get 1 plus z minus 2 divided by 2 plus z minus 2 divided by 2 whole square and so on. So that's all. So like this you can expand Taylor series, right?